right, we are back at the pub with Mr. Pub himself.
That's my bit.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So, Chris, tell me about you and the TRiNiTy and how long you've been here and what you do and just about everything.
Well, I mean, TRiNiTy is a live music venue. We put on bands 5 or 6 times a week.
5 or 6 times a night.
Well, sometimes 5 or 6 times a
Yeah, I
night.
would think so.
Yeah, we just try to promote local up-and-coming bands as well as having sort of established artists here.
Sounds like me. I highlight living legends and rising stars. You know.
Yeah. We've had loads of big bands play here in the last year or so.
Like who?
I don't know if you've in the States you've heard of Billy Bragg.
Stop, Billy Bragg. Come on.
Kate Nash, we gave her first ever gig.
I love Kate Nash. Good for you.
We had who did we have last year? Alabama 3. You know?
So wait, now Billy Bragg. What is he? Did you ever see? You know, he didn't eat for a really long time. Isn't that true?
Is that Billy Bragg? I don't know. Billy Bragg's a political singer-songwriter.
I know. I thought he went on a hunger strike once, and like.
I'm not sure about that. I've never heard that, but he's not a fat man, so maybe, I don't know.
You never heard of that?
No, never.
That's how I think he got famous in America. We all heard that he did that.
I don't know. I mean, he's famous in this country for his political stuff, really. I mean,
Courtney Love covers a Billy Bragg song.
Which one does she do?
I'll Never Go Hungry Again.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, and I always think, it's so funny that she did that song because he went on a hunger strike.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, and I'm proud of it. But you know, I am. I read a fortune today, not a fortune. I get these like daily quotes, and I read to Jean. I'm like, oh my God, I love this quote. It said, "If you're going to make a mistake, make it good and big. Otherwise, don't waste your time." I like that.
I agree with that.
So I don't really know. We'll have to find out about Billy Bragg. So tell me more about you. Do you play music?
Well, really, I'm a frustrated musician, really. I mean, when I was 12 years old, I was convinced I was going to be a world-famous rock and roll star.
Okay.
By the time I was 13, it was evident it was never going to happen.
Oh, no.
So really...
Who were your influences? Who did you love when you were 12 years old?
I think I grew up listening to Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, and then kind of gradually moved into something a bit more progressive. But
do you still like AC/DC?
I like it on a retro tip, but you know, I went to see them last year, and it did blow me away. But that's not really my favourite now. I mean,
was he wearing his little shorts?
He was wearing his little shorts. Not quite difficult for a 65-year-old man. I think now he is.
You know, 65 is really like the new 35. You know, it's not what it was back then.
Well, I do hope so. Yeah.
You know, I mean, didn't they used to say what 40 was 20? I mean, people just do the same thing now.
I think so. There was some story in the news this week that apparently we're all going to live till 100 now, so maybe you're right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, here it must be in the water, because how old was the Queen Mother when she...
Yeah, but she never lifted a finger in her life. I mean, she had a fairly easy life.
You think that matters?
Well, I think it helps.
You do?
Yeah.
But I don't think age and death really have anything to do with each other anyway, so... Back to you. So talk about the TRiNiTy. How long have you been at the TRiNiTy?
I know I don't look old enough, but I've actually been here 18 years now.
Really?
Yeah, a long time.
You only look 18 years.
Well, thank you for saying that. I mean, I did start when I was 2.
You must have. So when you were working here, you were a fantasy rock star.
A fantasy rock star.
So that's what brought you here?
Well, yeah. I mean, the next best thing, if I was never going to be a rock star, was to promote bands and put music on, and I DJ a lot and stuff.
So what do you DJ these days?
DJ these days, I play. It depends on what night, really. I mean, I can play sort of like indie rock and roll. I play Motown, soul music. You know, I like a bit of old hip hop.
Do you have like an eclectic brain, or do you have a favorite? Or
well, to me, I think if you're into music, you like all forms of music.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I believe beauty's in the eye of the beholder anyway.
Exactly. I mean, someone who tells me they only like one type of music, then that's a bit narrow-minded.
Yeah. Do you like hip hop?
I like old school hip hop. If I can say the word old school.
Have you heard any new hip hop?
New hip hop. No, I think the last hip hop band I was into was De La Soul, so it's probably quite a while ago.
Alright, so you might like new hip hop if you heard it.
Yeah, maybe.
You might.
Yeah,
because to me, I'm like a lyric person.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, it's how brilliantly they're written.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree totally. Yeah.
What about jazz? You like jazz?
Jazz is not my favourite, actually. I like some jazz funk rather than trad jazz, but yeah.
Alright, what about country?
Country, I love country.
You do?
Country is the most miserable music in the world. I like miserable music.
Well, blues.
But proper country.
I love that. I love it too. I know. So, what's going on in the TRiNiTy in the next, like, 2 months?
2 months, yeah. Well, again, we've got loads of bands. I mean, people around the world might not have heard of them all, but there are lots of up-and-coming bands. I mean, one of my favourites is a band called 12 Dirty Bullets, who play here quite a lot. And
12 Dirty Bullets. 12 Dirty Bullets. I've heard of that band, actually.
Well, I mean, they're trying to get gigs in New York, so hopefully they'll be over there soon. I know they're going on their first European tour soon. Yeah, they're good friends of mine and a really good band.
And where are they playing in Europe?
I think they said they were doing one in Paris, one in Brussels.
Amsterdam?
Amsterdam, maybe. I don't know. I've offered to go be their tour DJ, so we'll see how it goes.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Now, if they go on tour, do they fly or do they take that train underwater?
I think it will be a clapped-out old van in the Eurotunnel, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, have you been on it?
The Eurotunnel?
Yeah,
it's perfectly safe.
I'm not worried about safety, trust me. But I never was on it. I mean, I think it's so cool. Like, I wanted to go on it, but I just never had the opportunity to do it.
Well, maybe one day they'll do a tunnel to New York.
Now, are they going to be having driving down there ever? They don't do that, do they?
No, if you want to go on the Eurotunnel, you drive your car onto a train and it takes you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So are you from this part of England?
Not originally. I grew up in the west of England. Probably the nearest place your viewers would remember is Stonehenge, maybe. It's quite close to where I grew up. Yeah. I grew up in the countryside. I'm a country boy.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the country or the city? Do you call this the city, Harrow?
Harrow's a suburb of London, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know. I like them both equally. I mean, I like the city because there's lots going on, but the country is great to go chill out and sit in the field.
Do you think Stonehenge was really like man-made, or did it just happen?
It was man-made.
It had to be, right?
It's a clock.
Isn't that a mystery, though?
No, I think they worked out that it was actually a clock. You know,
it was a clock?
Because the sun shines at it, it says an hour.
Oh, like one of those. Yeah.
That's why people flock to the solstice when the sun's at its highest, because it makes shadows, apparently just tells the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's an early version of a Rolex.
So do you know how to tell time like that?
No.
It's like sundial, right?
Sundial, yeah, sundial.
Yeah. All right, now, I think you've been listening a little. We need to get a skeleton from your closet. It is National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. I brought this all the way from America.
And American chocolate's not very good.
It's actually Drosty's. It's not American, but it was sold in Ricky's in New York City. Really great. It's like a Boots pharmacy, but not now. Every Dwayne Reed looks like Boots, and I don't know. What's a Ricky's pharmacy here? They don't have it. Ricky's is cool.
Well, I had chocolate in New York, and I didn't think it was very good. But yeah, but I'm willing to tell you a skeleton from my closet.
It's not. But we have good chocolate though. But I'm not even going to go there. All right, what's a good skeleton?
Well, I mean, I have lots of skeletons in my closet.
I'm sure.
But not many that I want to broadcast across the internet. But I don't know. I think my most embarrassing story was the Glastonbury Festival. You guys have heard of the Glastonbury Festival,
actually.
Yeah, because I mean.
Wait a minute.
I'm not actually sure if I want to say this.
Oh, say it. Here, have a swig.
Well,
let's say it. Come on.
You're aware of the festival toilet set up, where you have to go queue up in these and then you have to kind of get into this toilet. I went to this toilet and
like a porta potty.
Porta potty, yeah. I had to go for what in England we call a number 2.
We call it number 2 too.
Number 2.
Yeah.
But the lock was broken on the. So I had to kind of manoeuvre myself. So I was holding onto the door as well. But as I went to reach for the toilet roll, my hand slipped off the door and it burst wide open, and there was about 100 people in a queue watching me. Which was quite embarrassing for doing a number 2. Yeah.
And you're pretty tall, so you were able to sit down, do the number 2, and hold the door at the same time.
No, the worst thing at that point, I was standing.
You were. Now, were you at least aiming properly into the right?
I done my business, but you know,
you did it.
I hadn't pulled my trousers up at that point.
And then you had to jam the door closed.
Well, you know, I just kind of had to go with it, really. I had a few beers at that point, so I wasn't that bothered.
All right, well, have some more chocolate in the thinking of number 2. Chocolate, number 2, you know, they have a similarity, right? Yeah. It's good, though, right? Is it good?
It's actually very good, yeah.
It's Bittersweet Chocolate Day. So are there any last shout-outs? Anything you want to say? I thank you so much for letting us have
some. The problem is, this has been one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done at TRiNiTy, I think. But yeah, if you want to check it out.
Wait. I couldn't understand that.
I said this is one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done at TRiNiTy.
Oh, I'm so glad, because I know you took a risk. I know you were like, what the hell are we doing? And I live my life like, what the hell am I doing?
Well, I still didn't know about half an hour before you turned up.
And I don't even know still what I'm doing, but I think we had a jolly fun time, did we?
Yeah, it's been excellent.
So would you do it again?
Yeah, definitely. You're more than welcome back.
Oh, everywhere I played this week, they welcomed me back. So I think I'm coming back to London, and I don't even know when, but I think I just might be back. I hope to be back, and thank you. Thank you so much. So thank you. This is it. rew-who in the UK. We did it, and I think we will be back. So stay tuned Wednesday. Check it out Wednesday back in New York City, and have a good day.